Coming up next is BRAWL'N News number 122. We're going to talk about the World Series of Fighting in Las Vegas. That's right, Major League Baseball is going to sue the crap out of the MMA. Also, we're going to talk about Dennis Hallman and how he was backstage puking his guts out trying to make weight. or something like that. I don't know. Bo's going to explain it all. Bo's going to explain it all. And we're going to wrap it up with Jeremy Stevens and how the law has done him wrong. All that. Here at Alternate Reality, less is always more, because all new comics are always 15% off here at Alternate Reality. Every day for everyone. Unlike other stores, I have knocked 15% off the cover price of every new comic that's ever walked out the door here, going all the way back to when I first opened in 1994. So why shop anywhere else when you can come down here and save 15% off every day for everyone at Alternate Reality?
It's how men turn meat into vegetables. Here's the Broccoli Boys with BRAWL'N News, Comic Book Man and Bo.
Chronicle the degradation of our sanity and health. BRAWL'N News, episode 122, The Glyphs of Hyro.
Of fighting.
That's what it's called. Yeah, it's one of the most generic names of all time.
You gonna use World Series?
Yeah, you can use World Series.
Yeah,
you can use that because you can use it for the World Series of Poker.
Okay, well then
as long as it's not.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
BRAWL'N News.
BRAWL'N News. Fight, fight, fight. BRAWL'N News, and it's coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. This all MMA update is going to start off with a new promotion over at the MMA, which is going to infringe on Major League Baseball and get them sued out of existence. Bo, what is it?
It's called the World Series of Fighting.
You're going to court, mister.
Well, no, you can call things the World Series of. You just can't call it plain old World Series.
And this is the reason why I stopped you from talking before we started, because now you talk about this stuff, not before you start the camera.
World Series of Sausage, World Series of Cheese. But on November the 3rd, if you go to Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas, Nevada,
if you do that,
you can see these people fighting. You can also see the NBC Sports Network, which used to be called Versus. It's now called the NBC Sports Network.
Yes.
And their roster includes one of his all-time favorite fighters, Andrei Arlovsky, who's from Chicago. Remember, he was trying to kill himself? Well, he's cleaned himself up. He's going down. Good. Anthony Rumble Johnson, who's too fat to stay in the UFC, but he's got control of his weight issues.
Will Miguel Torres be there?
Miguel Torres, who tweeted something about rape and got fired from the UFC and then got brought back. And a couple other people who will be coming in, and and also Roger Huerta, who's the first MMA fighter to ever be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. But they're all part of the World Series of Fighting. It's run by a guy named Ray Sifo, who's actually a trainer, and you can see it on TV.
And it will be sued out of existence by Major League Baseball.
No, it's fine.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Jeffy?
Nope.
I don't know, World Series with blood.
If you can use World Series of Poker, you can do World Series of Fighting.
All right, World Series of Comic Book Man.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You can dodge a ball. That's very true.
Dennis Hallman. He was cut from the UFC for not making his weight for the 10-5 fight. What's up with him?
Well, he was supposed to fight Thiago Tavares at the
hockey strike
at the UFC FX number 5. He didn't make weight. He tried. They tried to come to an accommodation with him, to at least get about a pound around where they wanted him to get to, and he couldn't. And so he said, "Can I get out of the fight? I can't get weight. I'm going to get sick." So he got cut, but because he said he had some personal problems and he couldn't lose weight, and so he got paid for not fighting. Dennis Hallman's the guy.
The personal problems include not being able to stop shoving pizzas in your face.
Well, Dennis Hallman's not a big, thick guy. He's a small guy. Dennis Hallman's. Remember the story we did a while ago about the guy who was wearing the really risque, stupidly short shorts during the UFC fight, which really annoyed the crap out of Dana White?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's the same guy. So Dana didn't care for him in the first place, and then not making weight. Hey.
Was his junk prominently displayed?
Well, they were really, really small shorts.
Really tiny.
Really tiny shorts.
Really wee tiny shorts.
I mean, there was a lot of butt cleavage, okay?
What was his sack popping out of the front?
Pretty damn close. And I saw that, I'm like, how could he even walk out of the locker room wearing those things without someone slapping him upside the head?
Did you count the rings?
You could count anything the way those things were. I don't even know how he breathed.
We knew he wasn't circumcised.
He was. Well, yeah, you could tell.
Our last story up involves Jeremy Stevens. And Jeremy has run afoul of the law.
What has Jeremy done?
What has Jeremy done?
This is one of the most annoyingly stupid things I've read in the past couple months.
It's not just stupid, it's annoyingly stupid.
Jeremy Stevens was supposed to fight last night on the 5th.
Because most stupid things aren't annoying to him. They're just stupid.
No, this is just really stupid.
This is really
He was supposed to fight at UFC at FX number 5. He was supposed to fight last night.
Yes.
He was in the state of Minnesota since Monday.
Okay.
He had an outstanding warrant on him for an assault charge in Des Moines, Iowa from 2011. Okay, everyone knew he was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
The state of Iowa decided, why don't we arrest him for this assault charge right after his weigh-in on Friday.
So they went over the border?
They basically said, we want to have him arrested.
Can they
we
go
want to
over
have
the
him,
border?
Well, you can have him, yeah. Cause he's
No,
got
state
outstanding
police, can they go over the border?
Well,
I mean, federal police.
they basically,
the feds can, but can state
Well, what they
police?
did is they called the people in Minnesota and said, this guy needs to be arrested.
Tell them we have a check for him for $500,000.
Yeah, the problem is,
you pull a guy in a state and they run his warrants and they find out he's got another state, they will fly him.
yeah, and like I said, I mean, he had made weight on Friday. He said he'd been in Minneapolis on Monday.
Yeah.
He made weight on Friday, and exactly when he walked off the stage after making weight, that's when he got arrested.
Come with us, sir.
Right. So it's like, wait a minute.
What did I
He's
do?
been here for 5 days. And so, Dana White said, well...
Hope you enjoyed the hospitality of the
Timing is
hotel.
everything.
Well, Dana White said this is ridiculous, and look, what has he got to do? He's got to pay a fine? What has he got to do? I can fly him from Minnesota to Des Moines, Iowa to deal with this. And they kept jerking Dana White around. They jerked him around 3 times. Every time he said, okay, so I can put him on a UFC corporate plane, and I can fly him to Des Moines, and he can show up in front of court, and he can basically make this appearance, and then he can come back and fight. And he said, okay, that was set. Then all of a sudden they call him and said, no, it's not set. He goes, can marshals walk him to the ring and let him fight and then take him into custody afterwards? Yes, you can. Yeah, we will do that. Then all of a sudden, no, you can't do that either. It's like 3 times. You're screwing the guy around. It's an old assault charge. There are guys who will shoot people who are walking around right now who made bail, but this guy punched a guy in a bar last year, and now you want to lock him up? Really?
Well, if that's
Where is the justice?
It's just
Where is the
stupid.
justice?
It's not like you hit a lamppost. If you've got another guy involved, he's got a right
The-
for justice.
he's got a well. The problem is that they had optimal opportunities to deal with this well before Friday.
Is this
But my
is
guess-
this a black on black crime?
No, he's a white guy.
My
Oh.
guess is they were trying to work it out with the guy he punched.
The guy, apparently the guy who he punched didn't have a problem with
Oh,
him
well.
fighting. So this is just the state of Iowa being a bunch of dicks.
Well, there you go.
Bob
And
Dick?
he's still in jail.
Richard Dick?
He got arrested on Friday. He's still locked up for an assault charge.
Let's not eat their corn anymore.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, let's not.
Where's this corn from? Iowa?
Instead,
Get
it
out of
makes
here.
Iowa look bad.
Instead, let's go to the store's website where you can
Yes!
check out all the Brawl'N news
you
that Bo
saying we're
sends
done?
me that I post up.
And hopefully he'll be out of jail before
Bo!
Sarah tells us.
Bo! Where's the store's website?
Sarah knows all this stuff. So does Jeremy, but he's in jail.
He's trying to control the madness.
You guys gotta stop putting antifreeze in your coffee. www.mountainatreality.com.
And go to the store's website and check out all the news that Bo sends me that I post up. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is a man who always follows the law.
No, he doesn't.
I
Saying,
do so.
saying, bye.
He picks up after the law.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.